it's scary to sometimes, do the work on yourself. And that can also be a really tough place to start. But most of us are already in teams, and, having the opportunity to practice these things on a much maybe more accessible level every day. I mean, I feel like for me personally, if I start a call, like a Zoom call or, whatever, video call, and I'm sure we used to do this when we met in person too. Like, we walk into a room or we walk into a Zoom room now, and like, it's all too easy to jump straight into an agenda or what the plan is, or whereas, and I know sometimes it can be quite uncomfortable actually to not do that. It's almost easier to jump straight into that rather than do the like, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Ask an additional question. When someone says they're okay, maybe just, give them another opportunity to provide a secondary statement to that, because you probably know they're not quite okay. Like all those things that like we probably did when we met in person, and we definitely did at the beginning of COVID. Everybody took 10 minutes at the beginning of a call. So where did that go? And even if it's tricky, I don't know. I was saying something the other day, like sometimes I use things like in people's backgrounds and stuff, like most people have got a background, even if it's a fake one on a Zoom thing. Like you can comment, like, oh, hey, where's that picture from? Oh, I love, you've got a flower in your background, like you only need something as small as that as a starter to just, usually the majority of times somebody will just go, oh, and then they'll start to tell you something about themselves, and then you've got it. Like that's the bit. Like, and then I think holding that for a minute or two and engaging in it, and both quote unquote seeing each other in that moment, you've created then that connection that then allows you to do all the agenda and all the stuff that needed to be talked about in the project board and all the rest of it anyway.